been a lot of change regionally when it comes to mariachi music. The good is that the kids are still learning, and not only are they learning, but there's some great musicians that are coming out of it, technically and things of that nature, right? I don't want to say bad, because it could be good, could be bad, and that's my take on the competition. Like, let's use Aslan for example. Aslan can play 3 hours, and they can play a solid 3 hours very, very well. But you go to a place that just focuses on competition pieces, and they can, in 9 minutes, it can be flawless. The whole process of being a mariachi teacher, in my philosophy, is to help these kids to learn a trade, learn something where they can actually go out and make money and support their family, help their family. They can, and then just keep that tradition alive, right? Whereas if you just focus on that competition aspect, you can't do that, because when you get out into the real mariachi world, it's not like that, you know. In the 17 years that I've been doing this, me myself, I'm not a mariachi, I'm an educator. So I've seen kids that started with me that are now continuing to play mariachi music and go to college, and they don't have to get a regular 9-to-5 job or a part-time job, because their part-time job is playing music. And it was just due to the foundations that were laid to them and the programs that maybe I did, or maybe Johnny or Jaime Valenzuela or whatever, right? A lot of these other teachers. So I think, so I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just a different, idea that some of these programs, and that's what I see a lot in Las Vegas, right? And so, I think that has changed a lot. And I think that model is getting bigger, unfortunately, because they want the trophy. But I will say this, 99% of the time when they go to a competition, that trophy stays with the school, with the directors. They do not go with the students. And the students are putting in that work. And they should be recognized for that more than just the directors. The directors, yes, we do a lot. We put a lot of time, a lot of effort in it. However, at the end of the day, who's up there doing the work? It's the kids. So, I like to see the kids recognized more. And that's what I love about the Tucson Conference, right? Or what I loved before. Because I remember coming here with my kids back in 2008. My program was brand new. And these kids came and they had no idea what mariachi was. And so they came here and they saw the changos, they saw Mariachi Tesoro, they saw some groups with young kids, all from Aguilitas, right? And they were so impressed. And they just thought, oh my gosh, they didn't need a trophy. They knew who the best group was that played that night. So why build some conflict? And in mariachi music, Barbara, you can't put points on a scoreboard. It's not a sport. It's all opinion. And so that's my stance on that. And but I could only do what I do, and that's to continue to spread the mariachi tradition the way I feel is best for my students and for my students' families, and do the best you can. And I think for them, they were kind of like, I don't get it, I don't understand. It's like, it's okay. It's just the experience and the way. It's a different way of learning, and just try your hardest, and you're gonna get through it. And by the end of the third day, they were happy and excited because of the results that they saw.
Well, I started violin when I was 5 years old, right? Just classical music. My father and all my uncles were mariachis in Bakersfield, California. And when I turned 12, I told my father, you know what, I want to do mariachi now. So I started kind of learning. And in 1994, I came to this conference and met people my age, younger and older, and decided, you know what, mariachi, this is what I want to do. And then from there, it just went off. In 1994, my father started a youth group, Mariachi Garibaldi, juvenil, and we did that for about 10 years. And in 2004, Mariachi Los Camperos de Naticano invited me to the group, and I did 10 years with them. In 2014, I left Los Camperos, and I revamped Mariachi Garibaldi, took off the juvenil because I wasn't young anymore. And since then, I've been going strong with Mariachi Garibaldi. It looks like we're almost going to be another additional 10 years. We're actually celebrating 28, I think 27, 28. But since I've restarted, it's going to be almost to the next 10-year mark. And we've been touring the U.S. since then. We have a couple great shows that are doing very well. We have a Christmas show, Noche Buena, that we do together with my wife's ballet folklorico de Los Angeles. We have a Day of the Dead, Ofrenda, and then two shows that can be kind of played around year-round. We have Viva Mexico and Viva America, which we kind of also take a little bit like Chicano music and you know, kind of infusion of the mixture, and then Mexico Lindo, where we just do Mexican Mexico mariachi, and Ballet Folklorico, just authentic dances. With the conferences and other ones and coming around, and even schools having mariachi in the schools as a program, it's great because now a lot more youth are getting exposed to mariachi on a more educated or more serious level instead of just kind of hobby. And so I see from here, it only means that mariachi can get even bigger and maybe become more mainstream, because it's still not as mainstream as we would like it to be. But you know, it's very popular. Obviously, this conference for 41 years here in Tucson, so it's doing something correct. You know, Bobby Gastellum, Terry, Javier, and also I got the honor to meet Elisa when she was here at the conference actually, and she's a great girl. And then from there, we just kind of, for whatever reason, me and Javier, kind of Bobby's son, hit off a little more. And then obviously, well, who's not gonna like Bobby, right? Javier is taking me to his school to clinic his kids, you know, one-on-one directly, a handful of times. He'll reach out to me, I need some more music, get him whatever he needs. And so, you know, just really good acquaintances, and every time I see him, it's just a blast to catch up with him.
Elisa participated in various mariachi conferences from 2002 to 2005. These included the Las Cruces International Mariachi Conference, the Las Vegas Mariachi Conference, and the Tucson International Mariachi Conference.
La música de mariachi tiene un sonido que me llega en mi corazón. No lo puedo explicar, pero muchas veces quiero llorar cuando canto.
Juntitos los dos, cerquita de Dios, será lo que soñamos. Si nos dejan, te llevo de la mano, corazón, y ahí nos vamos. Si nos dejan, de todos lados nos olvidamos. Si nos dejan,
Tragedy struck when Elisa was killed in an automobile accident on February 24th, 2006. She was 18 years old. Elisa's voice was a precious gift from God, and she will forever be an inspiration and an example of what is possible when you are divinely blessed. Since Elisa's passing into eternal life, her parents, Bobby and Terry Gastellum, established a foundation in her name. The mission statement reads, "The Elisa Gastellum Memorial Foundation, Inc. is a non-profit 501c corporation that is dedicated to keeping the memory of Elisa Gastellum alive by promoting, enhancing, and enriching the lives of young people through youth family ministries, college scholarships, and mariachi music education through workshops, conferences, and professional voice training."
Through this whole process is that they found peace in everything that they were able to do with my sister's foundation. You know, they have dedicated 17 years of their life to keeping my sister's memory alive. You know, and not only keeping it alive, but passing on, you know, or helping students to achieve what other goals they may have through their scholarships or other things that we get money for, you know. So I want my parents, like, honestly, I just want them to know that they've done more than enough, and they have made a lasting impact on many little young musicians' lives, and you know that a lot of them are still playing. So you know, I respect them tremendously because I, you know, being a father of two now, you know, that's just something that you just pray to God that never happens, right? And to see their strength, and to see their and to see them persevere. I really do pray that the tradition stays alive, and the conferences continue to exist, and the people that are running the conferences, you know, continue to follow a model that has made us so successful for the past 41 years. Is that what it is? You know, I never would have thought in a million years that I would have been doing this for so long. But there has been that love and passion. For me, it was to fill a void of my sister's passing, and you know, I knew she was there every day. That I went into the classroom and to help me, because I was an athlete, I was not a mariachi. So there had to be some divine intervention to help me to have a program like I have and stuff like that. Being able to share it with my wife has just been an amazing experience for us. So yeah, so I think that my hope is that this just continues to move in a positive direction.
When you love and you have a passion for the art form, you know, those things, and your family will understand, you know, they'll see, because they also will be proud of, look at what my niece and nephew, my cousin, my brother is doing. And so, you know, that's that reward. Where I finished performing and just seeing all the people so happy and just fulfilled from your performance. So that is something that no one can really pay.
I'm very impressed with Justin Enriquez here, because he's got a discipline, he's got a form, he's got a structure. Because until you get this very antsy age to focus, they can't be their best. And he's managed to create a sense of duty, responsibility to their culture, a responsibility to sense the sacrifice of your ancestors, to give back to the next generation what they sacrificed to give us what we have today. So this is our way of saying thank you, and he has impressed that upon these youngsters to where they want to follow. It's a nice little army, if you will, with a great discipline that he has here, to have him go through the steps very fluidly, because he gets more done, any teacher does, with classroom discipline. They got this song down in a week. I was here last week, we first learned it, and they're sounding like that today. And that's less than a week later. I was here last Thursday, this is now Tuesday, and look at, they already got it memorized. So that's efficiency that you get from the organization of your classroom management. And I think if you can teach a child to learn to earn and to be grateful, you've given them the two greatest skills for success in life. To be grateful, learn to earn, because there's no shortcuts in learning an instrument. You gotta put in the time. It's not like a video game where you can get to a shortcut on another site. No, you gotta do the time.
Tengo algo que decirte y no sé cómo empezar a explicar lo que te quiero contar. ¿Sabes una cosa? No encuentro las palabras, ni verso, rima o prosa, quizás con una rosa te lo pueda decir. ¿Sabes una cosa? No sé ni desde cuándo llegaste de repente, mi corazón lo empieza a notar. Te quiero, te venero, te adoro y te deseo. Cariño, ven y déjame amar. Doy gracias al cielo por haberte conocido.